Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Friday Tech Roundup. I'm so excited to be delivering today's news to you. It's an absolute cracker of a show, so strap yourself in. We've got 5 minutes for 5 big pieces of news. Let's go. Number one, and perhaps my favourite news of the week, hot off the press yesterday, Warner Brothers is bringing the DC superheroes and supervillains to Spotify as an exclusive series of podcasts. Now, in the true spirit of Batman and Robin, the Justice League, or Harley Quinn and the Joker, Spotify is entering into a new multi-year partnership with Warner Brothers and DC to produce and distribute an original slate of narrative scripted podcasts exclusively on Spotify. Now, some say this would also become the new testing ground for film and TV concepts. Either way, it's super exciting, and it's also really great to see that something that's been so beloved as a comic book is using technology to bring it forward into the 21st century and encapsulate the modern audience. Now, despite my best efforts, I couldn't find a release date, so if you manage to find that, please let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, I really hope that you check out the link and get as excited about this as I am. Number two, as the Black Lives Matter movement continues to have a widespread ripple effect, GitHub, the world's largest site for hosting open source software, is working to replace the terms master and slave in code. We've also learned that Golang, the open source programming language, is taking similar steps. Now, in programming speak, master refers to the main version of code that controls the slaves or the replicas. But with such negative connotations attached to each of these words, these are being swapped out for more neutral terms. Whilst changes may have been happening behind the scenes already, the official change came to light after CEO Nat Fieldman replied to a tweet from Google Chrome developer Una Kravets, urging GitHub to lead the charge. You can find out more using the link below. Number three, and a big congratulations are in order to Amazon after they reported that its online services, which provide the infrastructure of which many websites rely, has fended off the largest DDoS attack in history. Now, DDoS stands for the Distributed Denial of Service, which basically means an attack that is designed to knock a website offline by flooding it with huge amounts of requests until it crashes. Now, Amazon Web Services said that the February attack had fired 2.3 terabytes per second, which, when put into perspective, is little under half of all the traffic that BT sees on its entire UK network in any working day. But it does seem that Amazon's DDoS protection service, otherwise known as AWS Shield, was able to fend off the attack, despite it being 44% larger than anything it's seen before and resulting in 3 days of elevated threat status. You can read more using the link below. Number four, now way back in 2016, the CIA fell victim to its own efforts after its specialised hacking unit failed to protect its own systems from hackers. Sadly, the breach was only found after classified information was published on WikiLeaks a whole year later. So why are we telling you about this today? Well, the Washington Post first reported on the document this week, and within that document it showed that the agency's elite unit was so focused on developing cyber tools that an employee was able to successfully steal CIA secret hacking tools and offer them up to the pro-transparency group that we know as WikiLeaks. Now, the CIA's own investigators estimate that up to 34 terabytes of data may have been stolen in the leak. Just a reminder of the danger of siloed teams, siloed individuals, and also creating something that your own systems can't protect themselves against. You can learn more using the link below. Number five, now we couldn't get through this week's Friday Tech Roundup without mentioning Sony's PS5 unveiling that took place a week ago today. While the event itself was primarily used as an extended sizzle reel for the eclectic collection of exclusives coming to the console, Sony did save some time to show us the console itself. Notably bigger than previous models, the PlayStation 5 is powered by an 8-core AMD processor and a custom GPU based on AMD's RDNA2 architecture, much like its rival, the Xbox Series X. But unlike Xbox, the storage architecture on the PS5 is said to be far ahead of anything that you can buy on anything on PC for any amount of money right now. And it's going to help drive future PCs, or so they say. You can find out more using the link below. And that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Friday Tech Roundup. I really do appreciate you taking time out of your day to do so. Just a real quick reminder that at lunchtime today, 12 p.m. UK time, we will be launching our first Ask Me Anything sessions. The first one is on QA and DevOps, and it is your chance to ask our experts any questions that you have. and you can either drop them into LinkedIn comments, Twitter, or join us at the live event and ask them yourself. Other than that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Take care, enjoy the weekend, and I look forward to catching up with you next week for another dose of tech news. Take care.